Emzy, say a word, Emzy.
Word.
We can hear you.
Hey!
Joanna, give me hope. Joanna, give me hope. And this is the thing. We've got like 100 times all of your viewers combined.
You know what? Shut your face.
That's
Shut your
very
big old
rude.
face.
How dare you call us out like that?
Wow.
Terrible.
You.
Right, sorry. I asked who knew who. Who knew whom before?
Okay, so I don't know Pete. This is Pete and I's first
Yeah,
date.
I went into the chat for the first time on Emzy stream last night, and I came into the stream immediately. She's talking about the fact she found a black pube. So
I did find a black pube.
Yeah,
Yes.
I heard
Just
that.
where, though?
Well, where else do you find pubes?
I don't know your lifestyle. It could be
In the throat.
I don't know, we watch
Yes.
a program in this country called Four in a Bed, and if you find a black pube that doesn't belong to you in the bed, you can get 25 pounds
Yeah.
off.
Really?
Sounds like a fun game.
I need to go there.
Oh,
That's
it's-
where that's where I make my money.
It might not even be a pube, but if it's got a little bit of curl to it, you're like, that's a pube. 25
20
quid
quid
off.
off at the end.
Exciting
Thank you for the
savings.
raid. We've just been
Please
raided by-
explain the £6 underpayment.
It is a great four in a bed, which two of you will not know about. Is a
No.
Thank you so much for the raid. That's
Why
very
would
kind.
you assume?
It's well. Have you seen Four in a Bed?
I've seen it. I've heard
No, I want to
from when
see
I
it
was
now.
watching a video that if you find a black pube, then you get $20 off.
Yeah.
20 pounds off.
So what
Sorry.
it is
Pete's gone to get his pube.
Farewell,
collection,
Pete.
Guys.
Come on, then.
So what it is like 3 or 4 couples who all own B&Bs all go and stay at each other's bed and breakfast places, one after the other, right? And
Yeah.
they are critical.
Can I ask a really
AF.
dumb question? Right? But maybe it's not dumb. Do they have bed and breakfasts in not Australia, in America?
Yes. I've
Yeah.
seen
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
That's where they originated.
Okay.
What?
What are you talking about?
You
Yeah, how
invented
would you
beds and
know
breakfast
that?
now, did you?
I know
Yeah,
that.
did you
Yes.
invent it?
We have beds and we have breakfasts. So
That's true.
a thing
I
that
like
happens
the fact.
everywhere.
We stayed at this old whalers cottage in New England when I was a kid. I was about 18.
I didn't know you when you were a kid.
No.
I wasn't there.
My
my
family and my mum came in from a morning's walk and said to the very lovely, very straight-laced New England lady that ran the place, "Oh, is it hot in that kitchen? I can smell your buns."
Ooh, cheeky.
She just meant that obviously the woman had been making muffins. But
Now, bearing in
Yeah.
mind my two young children
like it.
next door, so any kind of sexual talk actually makes me very uncomfortable and is inappropriate. But are buns boobies or buttocks? Buttocks.
Bums.
Yeah.
It would be weird to call boobs buns. They're lady lumps.
Baps, though we call them in this country. They are kind of
Chesticles.
buns.
But so, right, Emzy and Sinjin, you know each other.
Yes.
Through you guys.
We're best friends now.
It's the red hair thing. They all
Yeah,
know each
it's
other.
yeah.
Okay, and so you didn't know each other before. How? So what? You Emzy, because you come into our stream as the Sinjin and you kind of just got talking.
Hey,
Yeah, how did
Sinjin,
it
no.
work? Yeah,
No,
Sinjin, how did
it was
work?
a different. I don't know. Yeah, so it was a raid
story.
from. No, stop. Listen,
How
it
did
was
you
a
meet?
raid.
An easy story.
It was a raid from Ian because I watch Ian all the time. Like even if I don't see his streams, I watch his VODs and I see who you guys raid. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I was there for the raid to Emzy. And I was just like, she's super wholesome and adorable,
She's
and
super
also
weird.
a ginger person. I say wholesome. A lot of people are wholesome. Okay, I'm wholesome to a certain extent sometimes.
Mods, can I just ask, while we're chatting to our guests this evening, can the mods, as often as you want, spam the chat with their links, please, so that people can go and have a little look.
sure.
And while you're watching, go off and click follow on their channels. That it would be appreciated. And if you lot have any other links that you want us to share, Twitter or any of that stuff, let us know, and we will get it on there.
Yeah.
Pete is one of our mods, and Pete has just shared his own links first. Fuck everyone
He's
else.
like,
I'm going in there first. Here we go.
Let me get in.
And now, Pete, obviously, we know you, Pete, through the radio show.
Yeah, I closed down your show.
You were, I think you were maybe the last guest. It was either
I
Dirk
was the-
Benedict being racist, or it was
Well,
you
I
who
was
got us
the-
kicked off.
I was the last time you two were together in the studio because you were off on the Friday and the week after, and then it was lockdown. And
Oh,
Oh, blimey.
wow, Pete, that is absolutely true.
yeah,
How funny. That was, well, I'm guessing over a year ago, maybe a year ago to the day.
just under.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Who's got a baby?
Please.
Screaming cat.
What is that? Oh, okay, it's a cat.
That is 5 points to Pete for showing a cat.
Wait,
I want to win. I want to win.
what if I show Jax though? Jax, can I show my Jaxie?
Show your Jaxie. Yep, let's have a look
All
at
right,
your Jaxie.
I'll show my Jaxie. Hang on,
we go.
I was wearing shorts specifically for this to show my Jaxie. This is the
That's
Jaxie that
disgusting.
you wanted, right?
That's
No? Okay.
disgusting.
Well, I'm
Upstairs.
assuming
I'll get them in a second.
I'm assuming we'll get the obligatory flash from Emzy at some point.
I mean, I will. I will.
Obligatory.
We
I
will
will.
be demanding a flash from Emzy.
Don't you worry.
Now, so Pete,
get with this now.
you came in the studio, Pete, because you were getting into Twitch and you had this really stupid, dumb idea that I flipping loved.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think maybe a year on you're regretting, but to explain to people who are watching who don't know what your wonderful, wonderful channel is and what it does.
So my channel is What's on the Tapes, and on the stream we find out what's on the tapes. And it's these things, not these exact ones. This is just a photo that I got off Google 5 minutes before the thing, because I'm aware that they've got backgrounds and I'm just in a blank room. But
I love it.
I bought loads of well, I say I bought loads. I bought about 50 originally.
VHS tapes.
Yeah, off eBay.
That's a lot.
It was.
That's nothing. That's
It
nothing.
was.
Emzy. We haven't
was.
seen how the
Nothing?
addiction has progressed.
Pete, how many do you have
Oh.
now?
I don't know, because I got rid of some. I've not got rid of any in a while though. So, I mean,
He stops counting.
I've basically got I've got boxes all in my wardrobe. I've got boxes
Like
to get rid of over
300?
there. It's
500?
probably at least 300, yeah. And I've got more to go. Someone contacted me the other day saying they've got a kind of mother load of like SMTV Live and Anton Deck type stuff, and I'm like, I would like that, yeah. So
one of the greatest moments in Pete's history, Emzy and Sinjin, was when he found a tape from the 90s of me
Ooh.
from TV
Vintage.
that I didn't remember it. I mean, I knew what the show was, but I had no recollection of doing it. And Pete found some rare 30-second Ian Lee footage.
Some vintage Ian.
Vintage
I want to
Lee.
see vintage Ian. I
Oh,
want to
it-
see it.
Does he
I
still look Tom Selleckian in that?
I
No,
love
I
this.
look
No.
like Skeletor. I'm very, very thin. Very, very thin in those. But that was a lovely kind of moment, Pete, where, I mean,
It
the
was,
chances
yeah.
are slim.
yeah, I mean, I won't say it was in my top 5 or 10. But it was really nice to be able to kind of to find that and have that connection there.
Top 300 for sure.
But for the
Yeah,
most part, am I right in
exactly.
thinking, Pete, you have no idea what's going to be on the tapes?
Pretty much, yeah. Sometimes there might be a label on there with a film on, but that film might or might not be on the tape. And I'm not interested. The thing is, when there is something on the label, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in like the other hour of stuff or the half hour of stuff at the end of the tape where they've just let it run, or where the thing that was on before it is underneath it, and you suddenly get, some random news bulletin. Or earlier on, I had 10 minutes of a program about an auction of Elvis Presley memorabilia that just turned up randomly. It's yeah. You
So
never
Pete,
know.
are you getting like random ones? Are you finding like random ones that you don't go buy like a specific
People
tape?
people sell them on eBay, and just like, because obviously they're just
Used tapes.
getting rid of stuff.
I don't know anything about this industry. This is fascinating.
Do you guys have thrift stores over there? Because I know that's where a lot of people get them from over here. It's
Charity
like
shops,
secondhand.
yeah. I don't think charity shops, even before the pandemic, had basically stopped doing VHS tapes.
Right.
And
Have you? Have you come across any
You
news?
used to be able to rent it, like, because
my
Pete does like stuff that
Yeah.
people have taped off the telly. But they used to give. I remember post offices used to be video rental stores,
Yeah.
and quite often there'd just be a box of VHS tapes saying take them, and you could help yourself to as many Chuck Norris movies as
Really?
you wanted
That
for
sounds
free.
fun.
I need to move to the UK. Well, I should have moved to the UK.
I tell you what,
And that's the
I have
question
gotten.
that Emmy asked. Did you find news?
Yeah, did you find anything ludicrous,
Like,
scandalous?
lewd or anything?
I have found because I've got so many, I don't go through them all on stream. So I've been relatively lucky. I've had to apologize once or twice but I've not had anything particularly nasty, or although earlier on today off stream, I put a tape in, and sure enough, there's insertion and
Wow.
okay.
Exciting.
Wow.
Don't go through your mum's tape drawer is what I would say it would be. I tell you what, you've all very kindly sent us some clips. So let's have a little look. Where did that go? Because it just opened up. What a surprise. One of my least favourite things in the world is having to do all of the technical stuff. And I've just downloaded that video. And now it has just disappeared. Where on earth
sorry, Mods, can we get a timeout for Bite My Thumb, please?
What's going on with Bite My Thumb? You being trolled?
Well, he's just said, don't spoil the surprise that those 840 blueies are currently parcel forcing their way to his mum's doorstep.
If this was someone on eBay was selling 804 VHS tapes of pornography,
Dead Man Stash.
804 tapes, and we don't know who's got them. If they turn up here at the PO box, thanks very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I will feel so guilty if they turn up at yours.
I will be.
We'll be forwarding them to you, Pete.
Oh God!
Once we've watched them.
Yeah, of course.
Why are they called blueies?
Blue movies.
That's still.
Blue is I don't know why. I know in Spain they're green.
Are they?
Yeah. So a dirty
Like,
old man
are
is
they
a
like
viejo
literally
verde.
colored blue?
No. But we consider sex it's just blue. It's just blue.
That's
Oh yeah,
on
blue
bad.
jokes, like rude jokes, blue jokes.
Oh, here we
Although
go.
on the day that I
That's new to me.
visited, on the day that I visited the radio station last time, I had found one that day, which just literally was labelled Bluey.
Not even trying to hide it.
No,
I've got your trailer, Pete. Let's have a little look.
Oh,
so
awesome.
this is you might be able to hear this.
Hi,
but
I'm
this
Matthew
is Pete's
Kelly.
trailer.
And I'm Pat Sharp, and
watch
welcome to Euro Disney.
do you remember these? I'm Pete. Join me at 8 PM every Sunday for What's on the Tapes, a deep dive into the weird, wonderful and murky world of random VHS tapes I bought on eBay. Could it be adverts from 1987, news from 1995, a bit of Saturday morning kids TV, or the tape could just be blank.
Blueies.
It happens.
Look, this is Family Fortune. This is classic. That's a man blowing a tennis racket. That's not so classic.
Now another wardrobe on the other side.
Yeah, it makes no
Good.
sense.
Now can we
Wait,
squeeze
it's
another
like, and he
one
was
in?
in a wrestling
gun, I
ring?
think.
Careful up
Yep.
there.
I think he was the manager.
Good, that's better. Thank you.
This is the highlight.
Ah, that's nice. Now, what about some
This is a man
by the
trying
window?
to
I take it there are no objections. Good. That's agreed.
Ruh-roh. And did I mention
That guy looks like he wants to
sometimes there's a
exist.
cat?
Or
Yes,
does he?
Cat Moore.
Or does he?
He's so pissed off. That cat does not want
Can
to
I show
be
them
there.
some tapes, Charlie?
Please call the Gay and
Angry
Lesbian
cat.
switchboard on 0171 837 7324.
I find far and away the most interesting thing about Hitler, the politician touting for votes.
This is a
in
bold
democracy.
premise for a sentence. Oh, why are we doing this to myself?
Who's that sat behind him?
Twitch.tv.
There was someone sat behind him.
It's a mirror.
Then you won't be bored again. You'll
This is great.
realise how lucky you are. Does that cheer them up? Not always. No, some go away and commit suicide, but you know, you can't win them all.
I love it so much. I love your channel so much. It's and what that does is it makes the mundane look so exciting. Not your show being mundane, but that footage, man. God, some of it. It's a
It's
joy.
mean to me. I mean that
It's
Tory.
amazing.
I don't know if she's still alive, but that Tory Baroness woman. I mean, I owe her royalties if she's still around. That clip, yeah.
Now, Emzy, so you, and here's the thing, Pete was worried that he wouldn't fit in with you guys, but Emzy, you're filthier than
I'm
that. I
disgusting.
think it could be argued.
I'm absolutely horrendously disgusting, and I'm all for it.
Al, we have got a little mission to get the 3 of you to partners this year.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
This is our plan, to get the 3 of you to partners this year, because you're our little project. Because we think you're fab. Emzy, you're really, really close. And for those who don't know what, you start off as pleb, then there's affiliate,
you pleb it,
and then there's
affiliate,
partner. So you're an affiliate, but you're close to partner.
Yes. So basically, you get an email saying, "Congratulations, you've met all the criteria." Then you send off your application saying why you should be partner. So I sent that off, and then they sent me a message back saying, "Yep, everything looks great. Thanks very much. Let's see if you can hold your numbers for the next 2 to 3 weeks." So 2 weeks will be next week, and 3 weeks will be in obviously 2 weeks. So they said just reapply, and then you just keep reapplying, and that's it. And then it's either yes or no.
And for those who don't know, why is partner so important?
I think it's like, it's for the ego. It like massages that ego. Like, I'm a someone. Like, let's be real with each other. Like, people like, oh, I want to be taken seriously. But seriously, when you get that little check, you're like, fuck yeah, I did it. So I'm not allowed to swear. I mean, yes, I did it. So like, that's what people really want. And if you're being truthful to yourself, that's what you want. But also better sub money. Yeah. Which is amazing. And then as my voice breaks, and then you can just put more money back into your streams and make better community stuff. And
yeah, I mean, there's lots of little things, aren't there? Like being able to create a stream team and all this, but mainly it's the ego.
It's massaging that ego. It's like, yeah, you're a someone. It doesn't really mean like nothing would change. You know what I mean? I'll still be the same grotesque human I've always been, but now with the verification, if it happens.
Verified grotesque human being.
Yeah, I mean that's my branding, right? That's my branding.
That's the epitaph, isn't it? That will be on the tombstone. Verified grotesque human being, VGHB.
So Emzy, for the benefit of those who have not been fortunate enough to happen across your stream, are we going to show a clip?
I have got Emzy has sent some clips. Let me just find. They're in
I didn't know which one you wanted.
I'm just gonna.
How nuts do you want to go?
Oh, we want to go nuts. Hang on a minute. They're in my whispers, so I just need to go.
So how long have you been doing this, Emzy?
A year and a half now.
You must be tired.
The girl. I mean, I'm taking off my top now for Twitch. You know what I mean? The girl is tired. The girl is exhausted.
I should say that there were people saying they couldn't see it in the chat last night when it happened. I don't know if you can sort that out.
It's a whole like Wi-Fi like issue. It's maths. You know, it's this whole thing. So yeah.
Here we go. Emzy sent us a few clips. So let's play this one first. I don't know which one this is, but I'm just going to put this over the screen and let's have a little look. Oh, this is
already starting off well.
Too TOS. Everybody take a seat, get comfy. Tell me how was stream.
I sung that song for you.
Did somebody call in? That was a pain in the peen. Did Nigel sing a glorious song? Did someone do something naughty and wrong? Tell me about the chat.
I love the fact that Nigel, who has been hovering around us for years, is now part of your world. We wouldn't bring him over.
I love Nigel.
Oh no, it's wrong on so many levels. We'll tell you privately.
Don't let him see that at all.
Okay.
But here's the thing about yours, right? Is fucking hell, where do you get your energy from? Because I can do bursts. I'm an old man. I can do bursts.
You're an old man. Don't say that. You are not.
Someone said that I was too young for you, which I want to dig into that history of what's going on there.
Can I just? I know we're talking about my Twitch and everything, but I have to tell you this. The other day I was going for a nice long walk, and I walked past a man that must have been in his 70s, and I was hot for him, and I was like, what? Like he was buff. He was a buff 70-year-old, and I was like, I would hit that. Like, what is wrong with me? I don't have dad issues. My dad and I have a very good relationship.
Do you have granddad issues?
I don't.
Some kind of father in this
dead.
ancestry line.
How long has lockdown been for you? I mean, it could be that.
Maybe it's COVID brain. Like maybe I don't know what it is, but I like if you're over 50, I'm like, let's go. Let's go. So I don't know, but it's very, very strange. I don't know why. I've always had crushes on older dudes. I feel like the older men get, just they're like a fine wine. They just age so well, and they, like George Clooney, okay looking in his 40s, but older. Like, yes.
I mean, George Clooney's kind of the exception to the rule, though, isn't he? And I don't know about fine wine. More like old cheese.
Older cheese.
Give me that moldy cheese. Give it to me.
What is the Nick Cage thing, by the way? What is that?
Oh man.
So, I love Nick Cage. I think he is a gift from the gods.
Still the Declaration of Independence.
His hair has more panache than I have in my entire body. Like his hair has lived. His hair has lived more than I have.
I think he wears it and chucks it.
His hair has lived. It's a journey. It's
lived on prisoner in China.
Not laughing at the Chinese prisoners, by the way. Everyone.
Oh God, no!
He is amazing. This is why I love him so much.
What was the Nicolas Cage film we went to a special private screening of? And God, we know why it's private. Mandy.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I haven't seen it. The horror film.
It's like it's a psychedelic horror film. They all take LSD quite early on.
I thought someone had slipped something in my drink, to be honest, because
it
was a
well, there's that. But then I watched a similar film recently about like some aliens that land in a field outside his house, and that all gets psychedelic.
What?
Yeah, someone in the chat will tell us what it is, but
I want to know.
He's been doing some weird stuff with Wally's Wonderland.
Nick Cage Contact High.
Have you heard about the new Nick Cage film called The Unbearable Weight of Immense Talent?
Where he plays himself?
He plays himself. It sounds a bit like JCVD. Apparently, he plays himself, and he's broke because the films are dried up. So he gets hired by a billionaire Saudi Arabian to go to be Nick Cage at his birthday party.
Oh my God! But that's probably happening.
Turns out that he's also actually a spy for the CIA. Nick Cage.
What?
Is he writing his own films now?
Are you tripping?
Someone is.
This is real, I think. Color of Space. That's the alien film.
Wow.
Yeah, this is real. I think I want to go and see that, man.
That
I'm
sounds
down.
kind of like the interview with who is it? James Franco and Seth Rogen, where they go to like South Korea.
Oh no!
And they're like,
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
The interview.
The one that got Sony hacked. And...
Yeah, the interview. Yeah.
Yeah. They were getting threats from North Korea,
and they were double.
Or were they?
Yeah, or was it just PR?
Was
exactly.
it you?
PR?
I don't know. So Sony lost a lot of valuable information in that.
PR.
There was a
PR.
big hack. Yeah,
PR.
PR, guys. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's PR. It's totally worth it.
So what is your what? Let's find another Emzy clip because I want to give you time.
There's so many shades.
I am going to ask you what is your stream.
There's the grey shades and the dark grey shades.
I'm going to ask you what is your stream, and so you're going to have time to think about it because it's an impossible question.
Play the clip and I'll try to make up something.
Let's see what we got here. This is another clip.
I need a vodka soda because
it's me.
I'm a basic bitch.
This one does have the B word in it.
Yep, we've had it.
Yeah, Faisy, you couldn't get down like this.
So this is me trying to be a valley girl to club.
Yeah, I'm gonna grind on you. Yeah, Faisy, deal with this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna smack that naughty little bum bum.
Because it
You're welcome.
Faisy, yeah, you can't dance like
You
me because
think
I'm
it would be
hot.
sexy,
I'm a
but it's
girl
not
and I'm hot and
sexy.
I'm sexy and I'm blonde. I'm blonde. I love soda and I love Starbucks. I love pumpkin spice latte.
I'm blonde.
I'm a bitch.
Shout out to blonde people.
Because my parents didn't love me. And I'm a bully.
Oh, nice moves!
I'm a bully.
I find you very
And
erotic.
Faisy, you're a
I'm
bitch.
not.
Thank God someone does.
I'm shriveling.
B-I-S-H. I'm at the club. You're at the club. We at the club. We like to get
what I'm
down.
getting joining
We
the
don't
dots
frown.
between
At the
these
club,
two
we like
clips
to
is that
dance.
Emzy is mostly
And
about
wiggle your
grinding.
pants.
I mean,
I need
as a woman on Twitch, you know your place. You know what I mean? You know your place.
You can say it, we can't.
I mean, come on. Let's all settle down.
Oh, it's horrendous. How do you? Because now you don't. You two Sinjin and Emzy, you do. There's a bit of gameplay as well. A bit more with you, Sinjin. A bit of gameplay with you, Emzy. But
less grinding on Sinjin's. I'm not going to say no grinding.
No.
Bit
Yeah.
less.
There's definitely not no grinding. But yeah.
okay, because Emzy, you're a comedian and an actress, right?
Yes.
So how do you find doing several hours streams on your own? Because I think for some people, it's a real. It's fine if you're like acting with someone else, or you're doing, something in a club for 20 minutes, 40 minutes set, whatever. Doing 2, 3, 4 hours with no one. How did you find that when you first kind of started sitting down and doing it, or standing up and doing it in that instance?
Yeah, well, I mean, when I first started, I had no viewers, and then I had 1 viewer and 2 viewers, and I was just kind of talking out loud and talking through all my, feelings and everything. And that was really, really difficult. But I actually streamed a lot more when I first started streaming. When I first started, I was doing 6-hour streams, 8-hour streams, and now I've cut back to 3 hours. So I was really going for it. I got burnt out, as you do, because you're like, give all the energy, and then you're exhausted. So now I'm 3 times a week for 3 hours. And because, obviously there's more people coming to my channel now. So this might sound really like, oh, sure you do. I kind of feed off of their energy too. Even though they're not in the room, you kind of get inspired by, something someone says, as crazy as it is. Like someone dropped the pube thing the other day, and I was like, that's great. I'm going to talk about pubes in the next 3 hours. And that's how I build my content.
I think the chat helps a lot, doesn't it? I mean,
it does.
There was a thing that I sent it to Catherine, but there was a thing, basically, we had, when those news flashes come up on the bottom of the screen. I don't know if it's the yeah.
Yeah.
We had one of those, and so it turned into a whole thing of the chat kind of turned detective over the next 10, 20 minutes, going, okay, well, when might this film have been broadcast? Right. What might that have been? And then it culminated, and then when we got to the end of the film, the thing comes up saying, and there's been a bombing on a bus in Aldwych, and I went, yes, because they got it right.
That's probably the only time anybody's ever done that.
Well, apart from
that's not okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gosh,
but do you, like Ian and Catherine, do you guys feel like when it's game time for you guys are professionals. When it's game time, do you just feel that like, okay, it's performance mode, like let's go?
No.
No, but I think it's different when you're working with someone else. I think if I had to get my own head into, I've done shows by myself before, and there's a lot more thought required. But this way, we just come on and continue what's been going on at FF.
But also, I think partly my lack of feeling the Showtime vibe is part of the problem. The first hour last night was just me trying to sort out OBS, moving from Streamlabs to Stream Elements. An hour,
I hate it.
and I got really obsessed with it, and I killed the show yesterday. Whereas I miss going to work. I miss getting in my car and driving, and then you get a card and you go in, and then you go into the studio, and I miss that element of thinking I'm going to work, because my kids are next door, and I go straight to bed after this.
You're living at work. You're living at work, and that's got to be different. For
Is
me,
it different for you?
Yeah, because I get an hour by myself, because I am never alone at the moment. I'm homeschooling the kids. I say I'm homeschooling them. I doze on the sofa until the noise level gets so high that they're obviously having fun rather than working, and then I'll go back to my semi-conscious state. But I have to get dressed, have a wash, go in the car, and so I have that hour's transition between home and work. He doesn't have a wash. I think that might be useful, but we all prepare in our different ways.
It is different. How do you find the chat? Because the chat when coming from radio, right? Oh, thank you for the gifted subs, Tim. Coming from radio, it was mainly phone calls and Twitter, right? I ignored any texts we got. So having the chat there permanently for a long time, we struggled with. Because it distracted, and
it's also knowing how much to pay attention to it and when to let it go.
But also, I'm seeing for the first time what Catherine as a woman is getting, which is different from what me as a bloke gets. And I just wonder how you found the chat, how helpful or disruptive that you found it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for me, I try to be my best like my best with chat. I try to make sure I'm like greeting everyone, especially when they're new. I think if you don't greet someone when they're new, it's like, well, why would I stick around? Because there's so much content, there's so many streamers, there's so many grotesque humans out there that are just like myself that you can go watch. So if you don't make that impression like automatically, then they're out. But I love the chat. Like when I first started streaming, it was my first time on the platform. I'd never been on Twitch ever. So my first time on Twitch was me streaming. So I didn't have any like, how is this going to work? Or what am I going to do? I was like, screw it. I'll just go with it. And yeah, I mean, I think we had this conversation before, like women do get different things said to them than men. And Catherine knows that, I know that. So it is a little bit different, but honestly, I just deal with it with like a smile on my face. And I'm like, do you want me to show you my boobs? Cause I know why we're here. You know what I mean? Like I just get down to what's important. It's my body.
Yeah.
I think the chat does want that personal connection. I mean, you know, I feel like I don't know about you guys, but as a streamer, I kind of want that personal connection too. You know, there's been evenings where I've really just felt awful, and I've gone on and streamed, and you know, I'd go on sort of like, I'm not going to put the microphone on, we're just going to watch, and then sort of as it goes on, I'd get to halfway through and go, okay, these guys have lifted me up to the point where I'm like, yeah, let's do a proper thing out of this.
So Sinjin's got bored.
Oh, nope. I'm here.
Just like his audience.
No, I hit
bye.
This is a very weird kind of interaction. I came out as being bisexual on here. I'd only told Catherine, and I tried it out on here in front of like 50 people.
Coming out, not being bisexual.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
But to see what it was like before I kind of told anyone else, because you know, it's a weird intimacy.
It is weird.
Sinjin, how long have you been doing it? And mods, you just keep those links coming, please, ladies and gentlemen, so that I've just posted, some of you have posted them, just keep those links coming.
Thank you.
So people can go and click follow. Sinjin, how long have you been doing it? And how has it evolved from when you started to where you are now? I know you got pissed the other day for the first time on stream. That was nuts.
It seems I thought you meant
literally.
I kept dipping in, and you were no further along.
I get so confused when you guys say that because I think that you mean angry. Because I was angry last night for.
Why?
Oh.
I got hit by 2 follower bots like back to back. I was so pissed.
What's a follower bot?
They just like hit me with like 200 follows at one time, like all in the span of like 10 seconds, and I was super mad about it. But we're over it. It's whatever. But yeah, I did drink on my 30th.
You look quite angry.
I'm going to talk about it until the end of the week, but I'm going to keep saying that I'm over it, even though I'm not.
Why do they do that? Is that in case you've got notifications and stuff that they just trigger? Right. Okay.
I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense, but whatever. It's over. They're gone. They're done
Just
with.
for badness.
But yeah, I've been doing it for this May is going to be 2 years. So I've been doing it for 2 years. I did it because I didn't have anything else to do. I lost my job. I lost my job at PayPal, which you don't think that you would do because it's like a big like international company. They laid off like 400 people, without telling us really. And then they were nice enough to.
When you worked at PayPal, did you get paid via PayPal?
No, you could, I think, but nobody's that dumb.
Okay, all right.
Well, some people are.
Some people. No, I mean. Sorry, not if you work there, I guess. Like if you work there, it's weird because you know the insides and outs of the system and stuff like that. But they were, it sucked, but at the same time, they gave me enough like cushion to like try out something new. So I tried this out, and I already had like friends from the internet from just being on the internet, being a millennial on the internet, and just like talking to people, like playing video games and stuff like that. So it just started with like a small group of friends, and it's just evolved to a bigger group of friends. Like everybody that I have in my community, I consider my friend. Like whether you like it or not, you're stuck with me. You're my friend now. Which is why I guess I don't think of it as weird as you guys do. To like have that connection with chat. Like I love being connected with my chat. My chat is like my family. For less of a better word. Actually, they are my family, not for less of a better word. They are my family, especially like my mods and my VIPs and stuff like that. They're very important people to me. So yeah, it's evolved different ways since I started doing it. I've played different games. There was like a long period of time in my first year where I was doing like spooky Saturdays where I was just playing scary games all the time, and those might come back because I feel like I ran out of all of them. But a lot of my
You were playing
stuff,
spooky games when we found you.
I think so. I'm so grateful. Can I just say?
So sorry, was Emzy just taking the piss out of my moustache then?
No, I was resting my face. My head's very
You
thick.
just sat there
I've
like
got a
this.
thick head. I have a
That
thick
seems
head.
like a
Okay,
joke.
Ian, I need to rest it.
I mean, I did wonder how
That's
heavy
a
your
weird
head was.
way.
It's a question I've been wanting to ask you, but just never felt it.
My ego. I
thought
need to
you
rest
were-
it
I
somewhere.
thought you were taking the piss out of the tash. That's all. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit
Who does
sensitive.
this though to rest their face though? That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I got a heavy
Who does
head.
this to
It's
rest their
massive.
face?
Oh my goodness. I was doing that. I was making fun of you the other day and I kept hitting my mute button is right here and it kept muting me every time I stroked down and I didn't know.
What?
You stroke your mic a lot. You know you do. Do it. Look at him.
Don't you dare.
Oh no! Ian, TOS! Turn it off! Okay.
I'm nervous because we've got All Music Considered coming on later.
Yeah,
The last
and
time
they
they
watch.
came
Famous.
on,
Hopefully they're not watching now.
the last time they came on, we got banned.
What?
Was that like last week?
Is that a joke?
It's not a joke. It's not because of them, but we got suspended.
It
We
was
got suspended.
after them.
It was that episode suspended. They're in the chat. Look, so I'm a little bit nervous about them. We think it's because we froze on a pair of naked buttocks, male buttocks.
Yeah, but they were business
But maybe-
buttocks. They weren't fun bum. It wasn't a
maybe
fun
it was-
bum. It was a guy
Oh, it's
getting out of the
business.
shower.
Business
Maybe
bum.
it was
That's
the All
fine.
Music Considered. Maybe it was something they did.
I think that they add to a certain frisson.
Dang. It was George's butt. So, Sinjin, so how often? Right, and we'll get schedules and stuff from you in a bit, and the links are going up, and I think we're getting a few followers throughout the night. By the way, I should say, if you just tuned in, this is the Late Night Alternative. I'm Ian Lee. This is Catherine Boyle. Tonight we are celebrating the heroes of Twitch, streamers that we have met on stream and we love, and we think they're brilliant, and we think you should probably check out as well. We got Pete, who's What's on the Tapes. We got EmmzyPlays. We got SinjinO. Links will be in the chat. I really suggest you go and click follow on those while we're doing this. And do you know what? I wouldn't be upset if you gave one of these good people your Prime follow as well. If you've been following us with your Prime for a bit, I won't mind. We won't mind if you go and give your Prime to one of these people. It'd be a nice thing
I won't
to
mind
do.
as long as you tier 3 sub to Ian and Kat.
Yeah, we go.
Trickster 1074. Thank you very much for your
So
subscription.
Sinjin, right? So how often do you do this?
So I do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Saturday. Saturdays are probably going to get back on the docket. I do want to mention really quickly, because we were talking about it, I think variation in your stream is like one of the most important things, because I switched over to just chatting for like that small bit of time. That's how you guys found me, and it was like one of the best things that's ever happened. But if I was just playing a normal game, you guys would have never found me. So I think that that's very important too.
And how have you found? Because honestly, this is going to happen, Emzy. I don't know if we've told you this, but this is going to happen probably next year if we're still here. We want to come and do a little tour of the States. And come and like Sinjin will be doing a stream, and then 40 minutes into it, we just come in and go hi, and we want to come and do a little tour. We want to come to yours. We want All
Los
Music
Angeles,
Considered,
come.
Matt and Janelle. We want to kind of just go and
Come.
well, exactly. We want to do this.
So what you're saying is you want to visit every's house that's on tonight
Sorry,
apart
Pete.
from me.
Pete, I do not want to come to your house, mate. Honestly, not until you clear out those fucking videotapes.
You have so many blueies.
So many blueies. So what do you get out of it, Sinjin? Because I'm guessing, and I don't want any details. I'm guessing you ain't making a living out of this, or maybe you are. I don't know. But what do you get out of this? Because it is quite. I mean, compared to people building walls and nurses and stuff, it's nothing. But it is actually quite hard work.
It is super hard work. I'm fortunate enough to make a living out of it, but that's just based off of everybody's generosity. And that's anybody who streams. Like, it's all based off of you guys being super nice to us and like giving us your money for time that we're going to do anyway. I'm going to stream regardless of whether I'm making money or not. And like I said before, I just really wanted to have friends. I wanted to have friends that I could make connections with. Like, I've talked about it before on stream. I don't have a very good, like, tight-knit family that I'm close with or anything like that. So you guys kind of like become that for me. So that's one thing that pushes me super far as far as it goes. We talked about that before, like just inspiration, because it's not easy to get on stream all the time. Like I have panic attacks almost every single time before I stream, just because like I want to be good enough for everybody. And you never know if you are, but your friends are there to help you.
That really surprises me because you seem so natural and so at ease.
So good.
And whenever I put your stream on, it's sunshine. It's sunshine. My 9-year-old adores you. She thinks you're great. You make her laugh. You know.
I noticed Pete, you nodding there or maybe I imagined it nodding when Sinjin was talking about getting anxious before coming on streams. Is that something that you deal with? I know that sometimes you question why you do it. I think I'm right in saying that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think it. Yeah, there's a lot of questioning going. You know, I know I want to do it. I also know that. I mean, you know, I know that I've done, you know, stand up and things, and so I kind of want to make, because at the moment it's a nice kind of chill thing. I'm also very aware that there's huge parts of who I am that I'm not using. So, but yeah, I mean, there's always a bit of anxiety before you turn it on, because you never know who's. The worst thing for me is when we just don't find anything interesting, and the chat's a bit flat, you know, and there's not enough people in, and it just, yeah,
The worst thing for you is when people tell you that Hans Zimmer wrote the theme tune for Going for Gold.
I don't know if you know that.
I don't know if you do know that, if that's breaking news. Emzy, how much of yourself, apart from your tartars,
yes,
which you reveal every night, guys,
they feature heavily.
Every night. How much of you, because we talk about mental health, I sometimes think I reveal too much. Both these gentlemen I know do. To more, how much do you do, or is it just straight dicking around?
So I think it's interesting. Like my streamer personality is obviously the most energetic, most full-on version of myself. And it's interesting because I've met people through Twitch and they're like, oh, you're not as crazy as you seem. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not always like talking about my pubic hair and my sweaty bum and like taking my top off and like, because I'd be insane. Like no one would ever want to befriend me. No one would ever want to date me. I'd be alone and just crazy. So there's definitely like, that's like my, as soon as I hit like this chair that I always fart on, as soon as I hit the chair, like I am ready to go. And I'm always like, blah, 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 like a nutter essentially. But like obviously off camera, I'm a normal human being who's like not as wild and crazy as you think I am. But yeah,
Emzy,
definitely.
I really sensed some judgment just then about being alone and crazy. I just
listen, each to their own, okay? You are not crazy, Pete. You are not crazy. Do you get 1,000 VHS tapes? Then I'll judge you.
I think I've been there. I think
we have. I've just realised we haven't played a clip from Sinjin's show. So let us just.
Oh God! Cover your ears.
This is
They're probably all loud from what I remember.
I want to watch.
Oh, he's playing a spooky game.
Where's that beautiful face?
Steven Garcia in the morning. I got a picture of
Oh my
God.
I could watch that. I could watch that forever. Now, when because this is part of the reason we got the gig here. We get paid like a little bit of money from Twitch to kind of be on Twitch, and that's great, and and it all adds up. But they got us to show that Twitch is not just gaming. Was it always gaming from the start with you, Sinjin, and then the kind of talking became more, or was it always a bit of a balance?
It was mainly gaming for a long time, but I always talk when I'm gaming. It wasn't until like I met you guys that I started doing like just chatting stuff more often. And we've done like some fun things with just chatting. I want to do more. We're going to start doing cooking streams too, which is super exciting.
Oh, mate, yes.
I have everything set up. I got these headphones literally just for cooking streams so I could be in my kitchen and hear things instead of like having to
sweet.
You
Wireless.
introduced you made us look cool for about 30 seconds with our kids because you introduced me to what's that game Bean Bollocks? The Beanie Shitty
Bean
Beans.
Boozled.
Bean
Bean
Boozled.
Shitty
Bean bollocks.
Bean bollocks.
The Bean Boozled. I hadn't heard of it
Bean
until I saw it on your desk, and the kids think I was a hero when it turned up here. Are we guys gonna do it?
I'll do it.
Do it. Do it.
I mean,
Bean
whatever
bollocks,
pervert
bean
makes those
bollocks.
sweets needs a letter home to his
It's
mum.
horrible.
It's like a
I'll
dog dirt one.
take one that's probably
Yeah.
going to be nasty.
Okay, here we go.
All right, this one's either toasted marshmallow or stink bug. So
Mate.
Hopefully it's stink bug. No offense.
Hey!
We got a gip.
oh god,
Yes, that's what
I
we
can't even
want.
chew it. I can't even chew it.
Dude,
It's the worst one.
Can I ask a question, Sinjin? The clip of the gaming stream was how much of that reaction was genuine fear, and
always
how much
genuine.
was
You can't hide his emotions. Look at his face
Yeah.
now.
He's dying right now.
It's legit.
It's real.
Okay, so people always think that I'm like a big old scaredy puss because of clips like that. I'm not scared of a lot of things. It's only when I'm playing video games. I could watch scary movies and not be scared at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you're playing video games and you're put into an area where you are kind of directing it and you don't know you kind of know what's going to happen, but you don't know when and where it's going to trigger and stuff like that. With movies, most of them have like tells with like the music swelling or the music stopping or something like that.
Sure.
That just happens randomly.
Mm-hmm.
So it happens all the time. I have another clip where I literally am screaming so hard and so scared that my hand is shaking. I have
Oh
my face and my hand is shaking. I could send it to you if you want, but it's
Oh,
very
no!
loud.
Please, I want to see that.
So loud.
This isn't that clip, but I have got
I can't even play these games, Sinjin. What was that VR game you tried to get me to play?
Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF.
And I was like, shit, no, I don't want to play this game.
You wouldn't play it. You got quite angry about it, and people had subbed
Yeah.
because they wanted
And I
to
said,
see you
this
play
isn't
it.
a thing. I'm
Right.
not effing playing
Let's-
this.
Yeah, I'm
here's,
done.
Here's another Sinjin clip. We might even see urine in this one.
Ooh.
He's my friend.
Oh,
He was
I can't
taunting
get
the
us
ghost in
around the door.
Phasmophobia.
Why are you playing with
needles? Mid boss.
Oh my.
It can come through the door, Hart. Oh my god, I thought he just died. He dropped something. Wait. Oh my god! Oh, this is just me laughing hysterically.
Why is everyone squatting? I don't get it.
So, it's teabagging. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh.
He's like the troll of the community. So he always likes to mess with the ghost, and when it when it backfires on him, it's hilarious. So people like to troll on him and like teabag him and stuff like that.
I
So-
tweeted about teabagging the other day, and
Wow.
yeah, I did. I showed them.
How do I send this
Actual
clip to
balls
you?
hanging out. Don't be ashamed of your balls, boys.
Gotta show
This
him
is
the
what we
brain
do.
next time.
This is what we do. What is what's the plan? Is the plan, hopefully we might be, give me that sweet vaccine, baby. We might be, approaching the end of this phase of humanity. What is the plan for all of you? I don't
It's the
care.
season finale of life.
What?
Yeah, bye.
This season has been just too ridiculous, man. I mean, it's
I
nuts.
think they've run out of ideas.
What is the plan? Is the plan to carry on doing this? Is the plan to kind of ditch this completely and go back out and do fucking, I don't know, impro sports? Tonight at Billy's Bar, we got impro sports. Come down and see if you can put these guys off that game. It's only $5. Is that what is the plan, Emzy?
Because you're in LA, aren't you, Emzy?
Yeah. So I'm LA, Hollywood, baby, Hollywood, baby. I mean, like I've enjoyed this, so I will continue. I mean, I'm only doing it three days a week, so that's an easy schedule for me. And then, obviously, back into more industry things and just waiting for the industry to get it going. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
I can do
Give him the razzle dazzle. Give me old razzle, Ian. Give me old razzle.
Oh, he's gonna unconnect himself.
Don't sit on it.
Oh no! It's Jaxie! Stop! Put it down!
TOS.
I mean,
Here it goes again. Farewell, everybody.
This is for
Next
sexual
week.
stuff, though, isn't it? I mean, this is
Good point.
No,
Good
let's
point.
not-
I guess it
all
depends
right,
on who
Ace
you're with.
Ventura.
I can do. All I'm saying is, Emmzy's act is not very sophisticated. I could do it a little bit better.
Well,
Yeah,
turns
but
out
no,
there's a skill to it.
I have crafted, I have honed in on my perversion. Okay, I've honed it.
She's honed in on her
finessed
ass.
that
Don't worry, Emzy, so have we. Now, Sinjin, what's your plan?
I'm just
going to see if any of our next guests are in the waiting room that want to come in as well.
Cheek me, yes, cheek me. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing this. I was doing it before the pandemic. So, who is Twitch user?
We're going to
about to find out.
It's exciting. Could be a murderer.
Come in.
Come in. Who is this going to be? If you're wondering, this is our friend Sinjin. What's on the tapes and EmmzyPlays? Their links. Matty has just posted the links in the chat, so go on, click on that. We don't know who Twitch user is. This could be.
Sounds cool.
I think part of the problem is we use the same Zoom link for everything, so people just come and
They're probably
hang out.
skeletons that have been there since the last time we were in here and, without any food or water.
I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit. Hey, Andy and George! We got a little bit scared.
You're so mysterious, you guys.
Sorry, we didn't mean to come in so early. I hope.
We saw you there, and I thought it would be nice to invite you in, but because it said Twitch user, we didn't know who you were, and it could have been a random. Look at you two.
Yeah, it said Twitch user, right?
Yeah, it's lovely to see you. These are our friends Emzy and Sinjin and Pete. This is Sandy and George. All music considered.
We've been listening to you and really, really enjoying the insight of just being a Twitch streamer. It's just been remarkable as gamers and comedians. This is really a great show.
How does it feel being the most talented person in this call right now?
Very
true. Most talented
Good
people.
question.
I'm used to it, Sinjin.
Oh.
I saw, you may not have seen this, I saw in the chat, All Music Considered have invited us as part of the tour.
Absolutely.
They've got a room for us.
Oh, blimey. Well, that would be lovely.
Ones. 2 big rooms. Or you can have 1 room, whatever you like.
2, I think, would be more appropriate. I believe she snores from the rumors going around town. Now, for those who don't know, so All Music Considered, you play music, and it's the 2 of you. And do you get annoyed if people keep saying, "Oh, and Sandy's the woman that designed Boba Fett"? Does that kind of annoy you? Do you get tired of that? Because it's true. And I just think it's so cool. George is like, fucking Boba Fett.
I'll let George answer that.
I have little to add.
Diplomatic, I like it.
I mean, I've got a list of questions. You know?
I will put you two in touch.
So does
that's coming in
everyone.
as well. All right, listen, Sinjin, Emzy, and Pete. It's so lovely to see you, and it's so lovely to see you together. And I just think it's lovely having Pete with Emzy and Emzy with Matt. And I just think it's so nice, kind of mixing everybody up together.
This is the closest we get to a party at the
Let's
moment.
go one at a time. Oh, there's Matt Walden. I mean, God,
Matt Walden.
What a boy. And Matt, I gotta say, we're growing into the lockdown haircuts, huh? We're rocking this.
It's getting long. It's definitely getting long. But I don't have the stash like you do.
You don't have the
my lord.
You could do it, boy. You could do it. Right. Let's as we move along. Let's say Pete and Sinjin and Emzy. Matty again has just put the links for your channels. Is there anything else you'd like to plug or promote? Now is the time to do it, guys. Emzy, have you got anything?
I'm doing a charity stream tomorrow.
Oh.
Which will be quite good. So there's someone in our community who has kidney failure. She needs a new kidney. She's needed one for 6 years. She had 13 operations last year.
Wow.
And we're going to help pay her bills because it's just so expensive.
Is
so
it,
if you want to pop
you're
around,
allowed to on. Are you going to be on after us so we can come and raid you? Is that
not today, but tomorrow. I probably
we're going to come and raid you then, as we said we will, because we're going to raid you for the next couple of weeks just to try and nudge you towards partner. I don't know, because people can sub tier 1, 2, and 3. Is there a donate a kidney button? Is there something?
There should be. We need to talk to Switch.
Yeah, please.
Have a word. So yes, I
have a word. Yes, just be like, take mine.
So that is tomorrow. And we have said to Emzy that we're going to raid her for the next few weeks just to help keep her numbers up.
Guys are the best.
No, you're the best. We want you to be partner, man. This is our plan: is to get you 3 partnered, and then Sinjin. Is there anything else that you would like to plug, please, sir?
Please go to Emzy's charity stream. That sounds more important than anything that I'm doing. That sounds way more important than anything I'm doing.
a lot of pressure on Pete now. Pete, if Pete's got like a podcast or something,
I'm sorry, Pete.
he's desperate to get out. Which way's he gonna go?
Let's hear it, Pete.
Make sure you buy lots of Boba Fett merchandise.
There you go. Follow it in. Segue. There you go.
Emzy, Pete, St. John, it's so lovely to see you. I consider you, great friends. Pete, that night when we bumped into you in the burger restaurant and we kind of hijacked you and said, "Come and sit with us."
We're not sorry. It was
We're not
great.
sorry. It was lovely, and I look forward to having burgers with
Yes,
Emzy
I hope so.
and with St. John and with you again at some point, Pete. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear a mask and get the hell out of here.
Bye.
Love you lots. Goodbye.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Imagine if they just refused to go. I can't get rid of Pete. Pete's stuck. Pete's stuck. I'll report him. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.